Global happenings today. We communicate, we analyze global news. Stay tuned.
Hello, good people. Welcome back to Global Happenings today. Simon Ekpa arrest in Finland is no longer news, but guess what? A lot of things has come up in respect to that particular event in faraway Finland. And right now, the federal government is no longer pretending as though they are not interested in the case, because already the defense minister has spoken up concerning it, and right now it seems as though the president of the country may make some move towards his repatriation back to Nigeria. But for now, it seems as though the president is not in the know. A lot of stories has come up, and guess what? Public reaction has been topmost, and we just want to look at the position of the federal government in respect to his arrest in Finland. According to the news, the federal government of Nigeria may soon apply for the extradition of Simon Ekpa, the factional leader of the Eastern Security Network ESN, the paramilitary wing of the indigenous people of Biafra IPOB. Brigadier General Tokyo Gasu, Director of Defense Information, indicated on Thursday that Ekpa, a self-proclaimed follower of IPOB leader Nnamdi Kanu, should be brought back to Nigeria to face criminal charges. Ekpa, currently based in Finland, is among 97 individuals declared wanted by the defense headquarters in March 2024. Finnish authorities recently arrested Ekpa and 4 others on terrorism-related charges. According to Finland Central Criminal Police, the charges include public incitement to commit crime with terrorist intent and financing terrorism. A Finnish court ordered Ekpa detention based on suspicion of involvement and other terrorist activities. Finnish police claim Ekpa has used social media to incite violence in Nigeria's southeast region, including attacks on civilians and government authorities. 4 of his associates have also been accused of financing these activities. Finnish authorities stress the case involves significant international collaboration to address terrorism. The presidential spokesperson Daniel Bwala said President Bola Ahmed Tinubu and the National Security Advisor Nugu Ribadu have yet to be briefed on the arrest of Ekpa. According to him, he says the procedure is that the Nigerian embassy in Finland has to have the information, and it would brief the Ministry of Foreign Affairs, and the minister might brief the NSA or the president. Nigerian military had also reacted to it, and this is coming from the Nigerian Chief of Defense Staff General Chris Musa. He had welcomed Ekpa's arrest, expressing hope it would lead to his extradition and trial in Nigeria. Major General Edward Buba, Director of Defense Media Operation, also commended the international community for supporting Nigeria's fight against terrorism. He says Ekpa has deeply contributed to terrorism in southeast Nigeria. His arrest is a significant step forward. IPOB itself, however, had distanced itself from Ekpa, emphasizing it has no affiliation with him or his group Autopilot. More powerful. IPOB spokesperson reiterated that their focus remains on securing the release of Nnamdi Kanu, who has been detained by the Department of State Services since 2021. In his word, he says, "We are not interested in his arrest. All we want is for the release of our leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, who has not committed any offense and who has been freed by the law court. That is our concern. We have reiterated on several occasions that Ekpa has no relationship with the IPOB from the formation to death, and he has nothing in common with the Biafra struggle. For a long time, IPOB has maintained that there is nothing like autopilot in IPOB. Mosu, the criminal gang leader in Finland, has no relationship with ESN from the formation of ESN to date or with IPOB. The authorities should stop linking IPOB with Ekpa and his group, and IPOB is not interested in his arrest or whatever. All we want is for the Nigerian government to release our leader, who has been detained for no known crime other than fighting for the liberation of his people." On his part, spokesman of IPOB political wing, Nwachukwu Emeronye, called for the immediate extradition of Ekpa to Nigeria to face the consequences of his actions. In his word, he says, "We in IPOB political wing welcome the arrest of Simon Ekpa. His actions are unbecoming. Scores of people have been killed and properties worth billions of naira destroyed. He should be handed over to the Nigerian government for immediate prosecution." Ekpa's arrest also has sparked widespread reactions, with many Nigerians demanding his extradition to Nigeria. Former Aviation Minister Femi Fani-Kayode lauded the arrest, describing Ekpa as a psychopath whose rhetoric caused the death of many innocent Nigerians. Meanwhile, former presidential aide Bashir Ahmed suggested Ekpa should face justice in Nigeria after serving his sentence in Finland. And we already know that Ekpa has been linked to the enforcement of sit-at-home order in the south, is leading to violence, death, and economic paralysis. Recent attack attributed to ESN vigilante civilians in Anambra, though IPOB had denied involvement in those accusing Ekpa of exploiting the Biafran struggle for personal gain. It seems nobody's standing up for Ekpa, and this is really, really serious, I must say. I thought maybe he had some supporters who may come out strong for him, but it seems the guy is just strictly on his own. And my colleague is in the house. Demand had been that he should be extradited down to Nigeria. What do you think will be in the heart of Finland right now, considering the fact that whatever terrorism-related issues he has is linked to the southeastern part of the country?
Well, I may not be in the position to predict or to know, but I could, just look at this critically with an open mind. For whatever reasons, I do not pray to be in the shoes of Simon Ekpa. But if he's to choose, he should choose being remanded there. He should choose being in prison there if there's any opportunity like that. Because if for any reason he comes back to Nigeria, if we trace back from 2021 till date, that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu has been in detention, you will notice that the Abia State Governor spoke in his favor for his release. You will also notice that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is a royalty. He's a royal blood. He came from a royal lineage. His brothers are prince. He's also a prince. You would also agree with me that Ojuzo Kalu at some point claimed relationship with the father, the late father from Abia. Senator Enyinaya Baribe even stood as shorty for him the first time. Yeah. That's to tell you the level of, I'm mentioning politicians that are of high repute, who stood in, even Soludo, when he just entered, went and visited him in detention. Roger Sokorocha, all of them at one point or the other spoke in the favor of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Even Hope Uzodinma, whether it is lip service or not, they still spoke for his release. But if you see Simon Ekpa, oh dear, don't forget he got to Finland on the basis of scholarship. He's from Ebonyi State. Right. Even the former Ebonyi State governor, Umahi, does not have any affiliation with him. There is no politician, dead or alive, that if for any reason he comes to Nigeria, they will say, let me do short tea for him. Try. His case is critical. In his prayers, he should pray. Whatever happens, let my leg not come to Nigeria. Oh dear. His case is going to be very critical. Nnamdi Kanu, you still is shouting, release our son. Release our illustrious son. They have not called him illustrious. So I'm just...
But I think he has some e-warriors.
When it comes to e-warriors and supporters, online supporters, give it to him. He has A1. In fact, the way they will come for your head, you would think that but the question is, can you fight the government? Now, if you are even saying you want to fight the government, at least even if people that will help you out should be part of the government. Now,
Would even be lawyers that will come out to carry his case?
Why? This is the kind of cases that lawyers like, because the bill they will give to you.
Is it going to be pro bono?
That's the difference. We pro what? Come on, this is the time to make money. The only person who had something like that was Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, who had coffers. Well, if you look at Ekpa, Like all his social media handles actually monetized. So at some point, I'm sure he has some savings somewhere. But if it comes to Nigeria, I can assure you, lawyers, sons, they will line up for him. They'll show him their bill. This is how much we charge per hour. It's time to make money. But at some point, that money will finish. And maybe he'll begin to defend himself. But I can tell you almost for free that no Southeastern politician dead or alive will come for him.
Oh my
as in to defend him. Because, he's not from royalty. His parents are not popular. He left Nigeria on the basis of scholarship. There's a popular adage they usually say, if you no get money, you no go still get sense. If your papa no get money, you too, you no go get street wisdom. But whatever it is, honestly, I pray that whatever punishment, let it just be in Finland. If he comes to Nigeria, that country called zoo. Something will happen to him.
All right, that's what we'd like to leave it. I think that's quite interesting. However, let's wait to see if the Finnish government will extradite him to Nigeria. But don't also forget that he's a citizen of Finland, and he can make his choices at this point, to be dealt with the law of Finland. That's what we'd like to leave it.